Gang, welcome back to the channel. Jujubear here. Now I'm bringing you guys a pretty bizarre battle. I'm playing a 2v2. My teammate has brought Rome, and me being the good 2v2 ally has brought a faction with nice supporting roles that I can bring. So I've got a couple of horse archers, some pretty nice skirmishing contingent, some nice cavalry. So what we're going to do straight off the bat is, let me just put this on slow motion here, is I'm going to support the flanks and he's going to take the center. So a line of legionary cohort from my teammate here, a line of auxiliary Syrian archers, a couple of auxiliary infantry, kind of questionable, 2 velites up the front, war dogs, that's right, auxiliary cav in the center, and a legatus general. Now what I brought is 3 of these Baktrian horse archers. I'm going to peel them off to the sides at one point. I've got 2 eastern, they're pretty much the same thing on each side, kind of save for a couple of differences. So 2 eastern slingers, I'll put this in play, 2 eastern slingers, 2 Baktrian noble horse, mercenary Syrian archer, Baktrian raw cav, and a Baktrian peltas. Over on this flank, it's the same deal. Just kind of hoping to skirmish my opponent to death and absorb fire with the eastern slingers, push back his skirmishers with my Baktrian noble horse and kind of threaten some cav engagements. Hoping to get a lot of killing done with these mercenary Syrian archers. So these guys will kind of be my killing power when it comes to skirmishing. These Baktrian peltas are meant to kind of support my cavalry in any engagements. I've got the Baktrian raw cav to kind of deliver the killing blow. Now what my opponent over here has got is a couple of these Thraea spears. Now these guys can be very annoying in the right circumstances. So he's got 3 of them. He's got 2 Syrian heavy archers. No, 4 of them to be exact. He's got Median cav, silver shield pikemen, and 2 thorax pikemen and a royal peltast. Up the back here, he's supporting his teammate with a couple of hillmen, 4 of them. He's got a very similar thing over here, 3 Thraea spears and 1 Syrian heavy archer. I'm pulling this heavy archer out of line with my Baktrian horse archer, just kind of pulling away. And in the meantime, I'm getting these eastern slingers. I'm getting some very nice shots into the rear of that Syrian heavy archer. Now, the other Roman player has brought, let me just put this in slow motion, 2 Socci Hastati, which he is absorbing a lot of my teammates' fire with. He's got 2 velites there, Balearic Slinger, Syrian Archer, a very Primarian setup here. He's got 4 Hastati. No, I lie. There's a couple of Principe in here, 4 of them. Out in the flank, Socci Extraordinari, 2 Triarii, Socci Equites, double XP Chevron, silver, and a General's Bodyguard. So. Definitely getting a lot of very nice kills in this Syrian heavy archer with my eastern slingers. They're pretty much paying for themselves just by doing this kind of thing. Going to be skirmishing against these Thraea spears. I'm going to pull back. Now, these Thraea spears are spear infantry, so they do have a bonus versus large, but they are only medium spear infantry. So my heavy melee cavalry will be able to punch some pretty nice holes into them. So what I'm doing, I'm going to get a nice charge in here, wreck them on the charge, and then pull out pretty much straight away. And I'm going to bring my peltas, or my Syrian archers in, and start wrecking them from a pretty close range. Going to get my Baktrian Royal Cavalry in here and get a pretty nice charge in there as well. All the while I've got these Baktrian Horse Archers out on the flank, and I'm getting some pretty nice shots in there as well. I do have, yeah, here we go. So we managed to finish up that Syrian Heavy Archer, and he's going to start pushing with these Thraea Spears, so I'm going to pull back my skirmishers at this point. We're just doing a little bit of skirmishing at this point. We managed to halve the units in a lot of these guys. So definitely a lot of damage done. In the center, we do have an engagement happening. These Hastati managed to come up against the legionary cohort, though they're running away, which is definitely not what they want to do. And he's going to swap them out for these Principes and Socci Extraordinari. So we do have an engagement. We do not get a counter charge off, which is unfortunate. Now we're going in for round 2. I'm going to get another charge in with my cavalry onto these Thraea spears. They are not being supported, which is excellent for me. I'm very happy with this. The only downside to this is once I pull out with my Baktrian noble horse, I'm going to take shots in the back from his Syrian heavy archers. So my opponent has to watch out that he doesn't get these skirmishers left all by themselves Because if they are left by themselves without support, then it'll be fairly easy for me to kind of overrun them with the cav that I have on my side. So I haven't lost one Baktrian horse archer for that one. I've lost a couple of noble horse from that guy, and I've lost a couple of Baktrian royal guard there. We managed to finish off one Thraeus spear, and these two are pretty much wrecked so far. What have we got? Royal Peltast here getting some nice javelins into these auxiliary infantry, and the Seleucid player is going to be wrapping around at this point. So I do have one horse archer here that I was holding in reserve. Over on this flank, I am destroying these Thraeus spear. It didn't really take me too long, and I'm going to get some nice shots into the rear of this Thraeus spear with my Baktrian horse archer. Over here, he's pulling a couple of Roman units into this fight. I'm going to get some nice shots into his Soci Equites. I tried to intercept with my Baktrian royal cav, but he manages to get into my Syrian archers, which is not good. Not good at all. So I'm going to pull back my skirmishers in different directions and start firing into him. Get some nice rear shots and flank shots. He's just going to keep pulling through, so I'm going to have to pull my Baktrian noble horse across and help defend these units. Kind of annoying, this style of play, but I guess you have to kind of expect that kind of thing. My Baktrian royal guard getting into these generals and bodyguard, and my own Baktrian noble horse got shredded by a couple of different units. I don't know what I was doing with that unit there. It must have been a miss micro. Over here, we are managing to pull down the Soci Equites. And on this flank, I've kind of fallen back a little bit just to hopefully discourage my Seleucid adversary from coming up against me. I can see these Royal Peltasts are kind of on their own. They don't have a great missile block chance, and they don't have the best armor either. So I'm going to start firing into them with my Eastern Slingers, get some free kills. Going to get a nice rear charge into these Silver Shield Pikemen, pick up some kill with those Baktrian noble horse. And pretty much straight afterwards, I'm going to peel around and get into his skirmishers because they are undefended at this point. He does manage to get some... Oh no, I'm going to... Yeah. So I'm going straight for the Royal Peltasts, and then I'm going to go straight through into the heavy archers. So sacrificing a noble horse, they got a lot of kills in the Silver Shield Pikemen, got a couple of kills in the Royal Peltasts, and kind of disrupted his formation of his skirmishers. So not too bad. These Hastati are going to get picked apart by my skirmishers, what's left of them. And they're filtering more units out here. They're only hillmen and a couple of velites, so I'm going to be able to deal with this contingent fairly easily. Over on this flank is probably where more of the action's happening. We got a Royal Peltast being shot in the back as it kind of retreats from my men. So definitely some very cost-effective kills happening over here. My Horse Archer was getting some very nice shots in here at the Median Cav. And my Baktrian Noble Horse is going to come in here and intercept. He's getting some very nice shots in here with his heavy archers though, and I'm not very happy about that. Baktrian Peltasts also getting good kills in the Royal Peltasts. I just stopped my units from firing it for the moment, and I'm going to get a couple of nice kills into these Silver Shield Pikemen as well. Hoping to break that Seleucid general before we can do any real damage on the battlefield. Royal Cav getting some good kills in the Royal Peltast, but as I pull out again, this big old glob of skirmishers are going to get some nice shots into my general there. Over on this flank, we've managed to destroy a whole bunch of Roman units that were trying to flank my opponent, including the Velites, and it looks like we got some Triarii on the way, which are very, very tanky units. That'll take a lot of missile fire for them to be killed off. Over here, his skirmishers are exposed at this point, but I don't have a whole lot to deal with them. I've got some Horse Archers and a couple of Baktrian Noble Horse and Royal Cav. So I'm going to make a beeline straight for those units and pull them out of formation. Make sure they can't get returning fire onto my own skirmishers. These Eastern Slingers are getting a lot of kills at this point. In the center, my Roman teammate is holding up pretty well with his legionary cohort. He's kind of weathered the storm, but he is looking at a pretty tough spot. There's some Soci Extraordinari and Thorax Pikemen that are breaking through. But in the center, he's doing okay, and on this left flank, he's managed to do a fair bit of damage. Over here, I'm managing to kind of encircle this Triarii and get some very nice shots with my Baktrian Peltasts and Syrian archers. So these Triarii are going to get absolutely mauled by the archer fire in the end. So a bit of a waste of that unit there. Going to get a nice charge in here with my Baktrian Noble Horse. Kind of bowl over a whole bunch of these Syrian heavy archers. And it looks like he's going to try and activate his Triarii at some point. So I'm going to have to pull out very soon. What am I firing at there? That's funny. So these Triarii only lost 1 man and their morale is starting to drop very hard. So it looks like the morale is going against our opponents here. I didn't actually notice this was an enemy Velite here, and it looks like my horse archers, Baktrian horse archers, medium missile cav are going to come in here for a nice cheeky little rear charge on the Triarii. And I managed to pop a flaming shot on that unit as well to get a nice fear effect on that unit. Get it off the field quick smart. Again, my teammate using some war cry on this Triarii. Very good use, and I'm getting a nice rear charge into them as well with a couple of cav units, though I'm going to have to pull out because I don't want to stay there for too long. And it looks like we've wrapped it up with a close victory. So, very nice work in the center from my teammate Parmenion. I did play a Total War Tuesday very recently with him, and it seems like a nice pairing, Bactria and Rome. The Baktrian Raw Cav getting lots of kills, Noble Horse doing a great job. It's double XP chevrons in this guy, I don't know what it was attacking. But even the Eastern Slingers getting a lot of kills on some very sturdy enemy units there. So definitely very happy with the way the Syrians performed, didn't take any losses. The Baktrian Peltas doing okay as well. And even my Baktrian Horse Archers getting a lot of kills. Even when they run out of ammo, I suppose that's what you pay for with the Baktrian Horse Archers. When they run out of ammo, they're still useful because they are medium mass and they can do some pretty nice rear charges and that kind of thing. Teammate Parmenion getting a lot of kills with the Legionary cohort. He actually used his Syrian archers to good effect. I think he was targeting the enemy pikes, which is definitely a good idea. The enemy Roman player not being heaps decisive with his units. And it looks like the Seleucid player also wasn't being heaps. He used his Thorax pikemen to good effect, but the Royal Peltas was a wasted investment, and the Hillman didn't really do a whole lot. Anyway, thanks for the game, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, and we'll see you guys next time on the channel. This is Jujubear signing out. Peace.